Okay, so this is the video that I want you to see, if it will load. Now, I uploaded this like a long time ago, so hopefully this works.
The verb ir and ir a plus infinitive. The verb ir means to go, and it is irregular in the present tense. Here are its forms: voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. The verb ir is usually followed by the preposition a and a destination. Remember that the preposition a followed by the definite article el forms the contraction al. Vamos al parque. And to ask where to, the question word ¿dónde becomes ¿a dónde?
¿A dónde van ustedes?
Vamos al parque.
¿A dónde van ustedes?
The nosotros form vamos can mean we're going. Vamos a la biblioteca. But can also be used to make a suggestion to go somewhere or do something, just like we say let's in English.
Vamos con ellas. Let's go with them.
And as in English, just as you can use going plus an infinitive to talk about the future, in Spanish, you can do the same with ir plus a plus an infinitive to talk about the future in the same way.
¿Qué van a hacer?
Vamos a estudiar.
¿Cómo van a ir?
Vamos a tomar el autobús.
Vamos con ellas.
All right, so brief but informative. That is a slight introduction to this PowerPoint. Now, this PowerPoint is actually what is in your class notebook. So if you were to click on the assignment that I already showed you, you would have all of these notes. Hold on. Just not...
Wait, are you recording?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just as... these are all the notes, they're just not as pretty. So, here is my beautiful, lovely, pretty PowerPoint, okay? And this is the verb ir. So, when do you use ir? Ir, and it's pronounced ear, like the body part ear, okay? Not like or however else you might pronounce that. Ear, like your ear. Okay, so ir means to go, and it's used to talk about where someone is going, just like we saw in that video. So it means to go, and the various forms are voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. Now the reason that they go in this exact order and they can't be mixed up is because they go along with the subject pronouns that we practiced with all last week. So basically, what we're doing here is we're kind of doing math with words. Now it's not actual math because I don't like math. So it's not that bad, okay? So here is what they all mean. So voy means I go. Vas means you go. Va, he, she, or you formal go. Vamos, we or we girls go. Vais, y'all or y'all girls go. And van, they girls or you all formal go. So, oops, that's not, no, hold on. Why did it switch? There we go. Sorry. What you can do when you see the word yo and the verb ir, you have to what's called conjugate. Now, to conjugate basically just means to put the verb into the correct form for the subject. So it is not yo ir, because that would be saying I to go, and that doesn't make sense. You have to say yo voy, or you can just say voy. in Spanish, verbs alone can, gosh darn it, it did it again. Hold on. Verbs can stand alone without a subject pronoun. But we don't really have that in English. We always have to say I go, or you go, he goes, Bob goes, Tina and I go, right? We always have to have a subject pronoun in English. But in Spanish, the way that the verbs are conjugated has the implied subject pronoun. So voy, just alone, means I go. If you say yo voy, it still means I go. You're just reinforcing who the subject is. When you say vas, just alone, vas means you go. When you say tú vas, that means you go, still, just reinforcing the subject. When you say va can mean he goes, she goes, or you formal go. So it depends on who is talking, who we're talking about. You know, if we've been talking about Jeremy the whole time, then we wouldn't continue to say he, right? We could just say va. We could just say he goes. It's implied, all right? So when you say él va, that means he goes. Ella va means she goes. And usted va means you formal go. Okay, same thing on the other side. We just have our different subject pronouns and different forms or different conjugations of the verb. So when we just say vamos just means we go or we girls go. We don't know the subject pronoun yet. So when we say nosotros vamos, we go. When we say nosotras vamos, we girls go. Vais, all alone, means y'all go. If we say vosotros vais, that means y'all go. If we say vosotras vais, that means y'all girls go. And the last one we have van. It is pronounced van, not van. So please be careful with your pronunciation there. Van. When you say van all alone, it just means they go. So if you say ellos van, you're just reinforcing they go. If you say ellas van, they girls go. And if you say ustedes van, that means you all or you all formal go. All right. So those are forms of the verb ir. Ir is often followed by the word a, which means to. When a is followed by the word el, it combines to make the word al. So in Spanish, there are very few contractions, and this is one of them. So yo voy al baño means I'm going to the bathroom or I go to the bathroom. All right, so let's try some examples here. And this is where you're going to need to do something in your class notebook. So you're going to be over here in your class notebook. Okay, you have some examples here and some blanks to fill out. Now, these are your notes. So if you don't do your notes, that's your problem. My recommendation is that you fill out your notes. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the word. And you know what? I'm going to do them here in the notes. I'm not going to type the answers. I will, but then I'm going to delete them. Okay. So we're going to look at the subject pronoun. And we're going to find the word ir, the conjugated form of the verb ir, in the subject pronoun or in the verb chart. Okay, so we're going to look for this one. Says nosotros blank a la cafeteria. We blank to the cafeteria. We want to say we go. So we're looking at nosotros, and we're going to find nosotros here. And nosotros, we're going to use vamos. So we're going to go ahead and type vamos here on this blank. Oh, I can't type there. Because I'm just opening it as the teacher. Sorry. So the blank there that you're supposed to have is vamos. Okay? Vamos. So make sure you're typing vamos there. Number 2 says Jorge blank al gimnasio. Jorge blank al, to the gym. Now, if we take Jorge, Jorge is our subject pronoun, or our subject, I'm sorry, not our subject pronoun, but our subject. If we take Jorge, I don't have a Jorge up here in my subject pronouns. I just don't. So I have to figure out what a Jorge is. Jorge is singular, so it's one. So we're going to use something from the singular side of our verb chart, our subject pronoun chart. It's not me. It's not you. So this one here, this is the beauty of verbs, all right? You don't necessarily have to know if it's a he or a she. George is a boy, by the way. Okay, it's a he. All right? You don't necessarily have to know if it's a boy or a girl to know which form or which conjugation of the verb you need to use. So for number 2, we're going to use va. Jorge va al gimnasio. George goes to the gym. So type va in that space. Now, if you notice on the pronunciation, I'm not perfect. I never am. V's, the letter V, is pronounced like almost like the letter B in Spanish. Okay? So it's not voy, like I'm not like V-ing really like hard or harshly there, but boy. But it's also not boy, you know? So it's like a soft B in a way for pronunciation. All right, number 3, yo no blink a la oficina. I don't blink to the office. So our subject pronoun here is yo. So we're going to scroll back up to our chart.
Miss, where's my...
Thanks. Sorry, guys. I had to switch for a second. Where am I? Oh, number 3. Okay, so yo no blink a la oficina. So we know our subject pronoun here is yo. So yo is voy. All right. So for number 3, we're going to type voy. V-O-Y. And yes, I realize it is pronounced. I just like gave a whole thing about pronunciation and then I pronounced it with a hard V. Sorry. Yo no voy a la oficina. Number 4 says, ustedes blink a la sala de español. Ustedes, you all, blink to the room of Spanish, or to the Spanish room. Ooh. So our subject pronoun here we can see is ustedes. We're going to scroll up here, find ustedes, and it is van. V-A-N for number 4. Ustedes van. Van. And number 5, to blink al auditorio. You blink to the auditorium.
Vas.
Okay, so it is vas. Yes, you're right. So tú vas al auditorio. So you got your subject pronoun here is tú. You scroll back up to your chart. You see tú right here and vas. So those are the notes, all right? Then it says, now for the practice. Follow these directions carefully. And this is super important. If you don't follow the directions, like you're going to get lost and you're going to be like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to go ahead and go to this website. If I can copy this. Okay, cool. What the... Okay, I'm going to use Control-C to copy. Now, these were all supposed to be pictures. I don't know why they're not there. So, I'm just going to show you. So, if you are on whatever web browser you use, okay, we're going to go to that website. Okay, please make sure that you are copying and pasting in the URL. Otherwise, it's going to take you to somewhere funky, and that's not going to work out for you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and split screen this so we can look at the directions at the same time. So, there is usually a big blue box at the bottom that says, like, accept our cookies. Just click accept so that way the big black box goes away. Direction number 2, say scroll down a little bit and click on settings. Okay, so settings are right here. I don't know why it was weird. Okay. Number 3 says slide the replace pronouns slider to the left so it's turned off. So right here it says replace pronouns. We're going to click that so it slides to the left. We don't want the pronouns replaced. We want them to stay in Spanish. I'm trying to do that for you to make this easier. All right. Direction number 4 says click all verbs so it is unchecked. So we're going to click on all verbs and uncheck all verbs. So it should say 0 verbs. Okay. Direction number 5 says scroll down and select ir. So we're going to click on ir. Direction number 6 says click somewhere off the box so the drop down closes and click Save Settings. Then it says click Start the Graded Practice. But wait, when you click Start the Graded Practice, a timer is going to start going, right? You have 5 minutes to conjugate the verb ir into the form that's listed. You must complete at least 15 conjugations with 90% accuracy in order to be considered done with the assignment. So to give you an example, here's how this looks. All right. You might want to stay with split screen so that way you can have this verb chart open for you. So I'm going to click Start the Graded Practice. And this one says ustedes ir. So I'm going to look for ustedes. And I have to type van. Okay, so I'm going to type van and hit enter. I got it correct. Yay. Okay, the next one says yo ir. So yo is boy. B-O-Y. Enter. Yay, I got it correct. All right, so you are going to repeat this process for 5 minutes. Once you're done, as long as you did 15 of them and you got 90% or better, then you're good. If you did not do at least 15, or if you did not get 90% or better, then I need you to do it again. All right? So this is on you. This is it.